Sell, 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 but it's the best business class I ever took. It was unbelievable. I wonder if he's still around. See you around, Joe.
All right. Thank you so much, Mary. The nation may need more programs like the one Mary was just talking about if our next guest is correct, though, because in a recent piece on Forbes.com, former KPMG executive and now independent consultant Gene Marks lays the blame of continuing unemployment woes at the feet of Amazon and other technology companies. Joining us now to talk about that, Gene Marks, as well as Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary. He's also a future Dancing with the Stars contestant, but that's another story. Gene, give us that premise there. I mean, it sounds like something we've heard before. Robots and technology are going to replace jobs, and you're saying Amazon's a good example of that right now. Why?
Well, they are. First of all, let me just say Amazon's such an innovative company and a great company, and I write about innovative companies for Forbes. And, you know, Amazon 3 years ago purchased a company called Kiva, and they make robotics technologies. So at a bunch of their distribution centers around the country over the past couple of years, they have been installing robotics systems to make their entire order process fulfillment center that much faster. Now, an Amazon spokesperson that I spoke to, they did confirm they are adding people at these facilities. So it's not like they're laying people off, but they are able to handle so much more work with less people because of the robotics technology that they're doing. And again, it's from the time that it's received to the time that it goes out the door. I'm sorry, go ahead.
This is an old story, right? I mean, if every single person, if we still switch telephones by hand, right? Every single person in America would have to be involved in switching all the phones. I mean, technology comes and jobs go away because of it. Are you saying it's a bad thing or just hard reality?
Well, it's not just that, but what's happening is it's happening a lot more. I mean, two other examples of good companies. There is a company called Wasp Barcode. They're down in Texas. Barcode technology that they're developing will allow anything that goes through a scanner to be picked up by an image or in a tunnel so that we're walking out of the store without even dealing with any employees. And that's why we're seeing so many more self-checkout kiosks at the typical supermarket. And one other one, Olive Garden, for example, at 800 of their restaurants are installing tablets in their restaurants made by a company called Xeos. So now we come in, we order, we swipe our credit card, we play some games. The food is brought to our table. That's our only interaction with a person. Has an enormous effect on the restaurant and the retail industry.
Okay, hold that thought, Gene. What do you think, Kevin?
So I'll take the other side of that coin. Here's why. Let me speak to the millions of small businesses in America that are using the logistics power of Amazon to reduce their logistics cost of distribution. I've got 27 of them on my portfolio now. Over half of them are using Amazon. They have dropped their production, distribution, inventory costs by 30 to 40% as a result of Amazon and other affiliate programs that Amazon's linked to. You know, companies like Groovebook couldn't exist without Amazon. And so they employ 37 people. So I don't get it. I think we need Amazon to completely automate because they'll continue to drive the cost down and let the Groovebooks of the world get bigger and hire more people.
Yeah, I think one of the don't take this the wrong way, Gene, but the error in the thinking is that, oh, these replace jobs. But the fact of the matter is, if you have robotics and it makes running the business so much cheaper, you can grow more. You end up hiring more people than you otherwise would have. Amazon doesn't open the factory if they have to employ.
I'm a living testament to that. We've probably hired at least 500 people in just the deals I'm associated with on Shark Tank, and they're all using Amazon and affiliate programs for inventory control management. If they have to, they can't compete with that.
So, Gene, are you only telling half the story then?
No,
you're talking about a loss of jobs,
but
what about where jobs are created then?
True. Well, the points that you guys are making are very good. Now, remember, the title of my column was that, is Amazon causing unemployment? I don't think that Amazon is doing anything wrong, and I think their investment in technology is great, just like all of the companies that I've just mentioned, but they are reducing their own workforces. Now, if small business in this country can grow because of that, like Kevin is saying, that's wonderful. But right now, we are seeing large corporations make significant investments in technology, and I think that has a big impact on employment in this country.
I think the issue may be less of unemployment because everybody would generally agree more technology will create more jobs, higher productivity, all that kind of stuff. It may have to do with wage pressure, though, and for unqualified labor. There may be companies like Amazon, by automating things, if you are, the $50 an hour guy with the Bolt in Detroit, that job just doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
And by de-skilling the jobs, Amazon, I'm sure, probably is putting pricing umbrella on the umbrella.
I think we're
on
missing
the wages.
a huge
I'm not saying
element
it's bad. I
But
think
if I
it's
can also
natural.
add
If you want to talk about compression of job growth and why we don't have it coming out of a recession, it's government regulation at the municipal, state, and federal level. All of my small companies are howling at the moon and how much compliance they have to do in California, Massachusetts, Florida, New York.
Right.
It's nuts. If you're hiring 15 people, you need a lawyer just to comply with government regulation. Too much
but if I
government.
can also talk about
Last word, Gene.
we are talking about low wage and low skilled jobs, and take the example of Olive Garden. Who is going to